Roleplay Retcon does not own any part of the movies we retcon, nor are we associated with the artists who make them. Also, while most episodes are safe for all listeners, please do check the individual episode descriptions for any content warnings.
The music for this series is by Behold. You can find them on Bandcamp, YouTube, and more.
Previously on Roleplay Retcon does Pacific Rim Uprising. The pilots, kaiju expert Herman Gottlieb, his best friend and colleague Newton Geisler, and Geisler's so-called daughter Lily, an artificial kaiju brain, rushed back to the Shatterdome for a brutal battle with two gigantic kaiju Jaeger hybrids. Though the pilots were victorious, Bond nearly died, and his Jaeger, the heavily armored Halcyon Vapor, took a direct hit and was damaged beyond repair. Now the pilots have to muster what resources they have to stop whatever the Shao Corporation is planning before its mysterious drone sync operation executes in just a few hours.
Bon, you are lying in a caved-in, sort of crushed, the remnants of your Jaeger, the remnants of Halcyon Vapor specifically. The armor plating that you've used to project shields for yourself and for other is flickered and dead. The plates of it are kind of torn apart, and there's a large crater within the chest of the beast of your Jaeger itself. You have...
I can't believe you're making me go through this trauma again.
You're welcome! Yay!
Yay, trauma!
Congratulations. You've been pulled from the wreckage. You are scraped, bruised, maybe a fracture here or there. You're in a lot of pain, but you're alive, and that's what matters. Amara,
I seem to remember his legs were broken.
Your legs are injured, yes. I wasn't sure the extent of the injury. That's more of a question for you than it is for me.
I think we decided that, considering how the Jaegers work, it maybe wouldn't be great if my legs were unusable.
It's 2025. I guess it's 2035. I think Jaegers are accessible at this point in time.
Hey, if Batman can put a machine on his knee to make his legs work again, so can you.
You've been pulled from the wreckage by Amara and Jake, who are concerned for your well-being.
And I'm like, no, let the paramedics do it. No. Let the professionals do it. No, guys. Guys. I really appreciate that you're right about me, but I don't think I think you should. Oh, God. Okay, well, I'm out. Thank you. Thank you, guys, for getting me out. Thank you.
Does he have a spine injury? We shouldn't move him. He has a spine injury.
I love you guys.
Do you have a spine injury?
Roll for spine injury.
Roll for spine injury.
I've got an all-over injury, really. I think that's what's going on here.
Roll a d20. And if you roll seriously? A 1... Yeah, if you roll a 1...
Guys, you just fucking joked me into maybe being, like, paralyzed from the neck down. Thanks.
This is what tabletop RPGs are about.
4. I'm assuming that's not great, but...
No, you're great. I said if you roll a 1,
long as I
you got a
roll
spine
1.
injury.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, yeah, you're great. You're all peachy.
Good job.
I mean, you're pretty hurt, but no spine injury.
Peach's bruise, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are somewhat improperly, I suppose, moved from this mech before, a number of sort of medical techs that work here at the Shatterdome will arrive and begin assessing you. One of them kind of helps you like sit up, checks you, make sure your checks for said spine injury, and finds none. And it's
does the flashlight in the eyes thing.
Yeah, it does a kind of like follow my finger sort of thing. They ask you the current date, which is
2035, something 2035.
Sure, close enough.
Because the first movie is 2025. I know that. And then this is 10 years later-ish.
Correct. You're given a mild pain sedative, and you are all brought back into the Shatterdome. There's a timer that is still actively counting down. The Shao Corporation, Li Wen Shao, the head of the Shao Corporation, I believe she is listed as the CEO. I'm pretty sure. At the very least, she's like the founder, owner type of the corporation, is actively engaging all the drones across the world, wherever they are, that the Shao Corporation has built in some sort of sync process that will gain Li Wen total control over their systems for whatever it is she has in mind.
How much time do we have left?
I think in the intervening time, you guys are around 10 hours is what I had laid out. Maybe 12.
That's plenty of time. That's like 5 movies.
You have all been brought back into the Shatterdome. What remains of the people here kind of running around frantically. A number of the medical techs are still kind of trailing behind you, Bon, like making sure you're okay. Even as you're kind of like, I'm fine. I'm injured, but fine. Trailing behind you here. People scramble to make repairs. A number of engineers are already on the tarmac, like connecting these massive chains to the remains of now 3 Jaegers on the tarmac, kind of pulling them into the garage proper. You all enter that same sort of debriefing area that you have been in for the past however many days this whole adventure has taken. Here, the countdown displayed on the clock, I'm canonizing it now. We are at 8 hours and 55 minutes remaining.
Bold.
Thank you.
Bold.
Thank you. I'm doing my best. Jake kind of like sits in the chair and kind of rubs at his forehead and says, okay, we've got 8 hours remaining. We're down a Jaeger. Doctor, Professor, what have you got? And the two of them have a strange amalgamation of a device kind of hooked up to this kaiju brain floating in a jar, and are kind of quickly talking to each other rapidly. And as Jake says this, we'll turn to all of you, and Gottlieb will say, Newton believes we have a plan for moving forward, something that can reverse engineer the troubles we're experiencing with the kaiju and with the Shao Corporation. Jake will say, cool, let's hear it. And it says, well, basically, I'm just going to turn it all backwards on itself. The system that they have was implemented by me. The problem, I should be able to decouple the genetics of the kaiju from the mechanics of the Jaegers that they have used it to build itself. The problem is that I won't be doing any of the work. Lila here will. So we're going to need to be pretty up close and personal, which means we're probably going to need to be wherever they're hosting the servers for these drones specifically, which I believe is the Shao Corporation proper. Or at least one of the servers. In China.
So we're going to take the fight to them.
I guess.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm in. Let's take them down.
Like you hear behind you, you hear someone, it's me, say, oh yeah, I'm in too. And you turn around and there's just like a couch in here, and there wasn't there before. And I'm like reclining on the couch, and I've got like bandages and stuff on, and there's like 6 hot people around me.
Is your shirt half open? Are you glistening with a little bit of sweat?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's a little woman here. And it's like, yeah, let's take the fight to them. I'm with you, fellas.
Do you have your glasses on?
Mm-hmm.
If you guys are going to take the fight to them, you need to get moving, obviously. Pitch me a plan, I suppose is how I'll put this.
pitch me a plan.
Why don't we enter our last, probably, downtime here, and everyone can take an action towards what they would like to do in preparation for everything that comes next?
Yeah.
In
Yes.
the previous downtimes, I've been trying so hard to upgrade this gun.
Indeed.
And it is only 1 point away from being upgraded.
Indeed it is.
Is that correct? And that's what I want to do. I'm
All
going
right.
to finish this thing.
Sounds good. You have 2 professors at your side here who will aid you guys in any sort of advancements or preparations you would like to make. I suppose a professor and a doctor is more accurate. So I'll say go ahead and take 2 accuracy on this roll as well.
Yay. Thank you, Hen. Is it just a d20 plus my grits?
Yeah, plus your accuracy and then any skill triggers that you want to add to it. In the past, you've been using your engineer as well.
I have. I did it. Phew. I rolled a 3, by the way, listeners. That could have been bad.
That's okay. Yeah. Remind me what kind of an upgrade you were going for. Were you wanting more damage or more range?
More range. I was doing more range.
Sure. You have this sort of larger experimental, not quite a scope. It's more of like a guide for the sights. And we will make this into a modification, a mod that you can equip to one of your weapons. What weapon would you like to slap this on?
Well, I was originally doing my hand cannon. So I reckon I want to stick with that.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll go ahead and give 10 more range to your hand cannon here.
Whoa!
We got a
That's
sniper
wild.
pistol. We get a cool scene of you like pushing the goggles up onto your head, grimy with general work attire, and it zooms out, and we've got your massive sort of hand cannon, right? That has been fitted with this sort of futuristic sight scope. From the cockpit, we can see that it is like connected to your Jaeger system and should be able to sight in on things.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Looking good, Ironclad gun smoke.
Cool. Yeah, so you get an additional bonus to your range, and the weapon is also going to gain the accurate tap, which just means that it makes its attacks with a +1 accuracy.
Yay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I've been working all game on this.
You
I'm so
really
excited.
have.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So are both of them helping me then? Is that how I got my 2 accuracy? All right, cool. Yeah, so you guys have been a little bit shifty this whole time about, how you know each other and your friendship and stuff. I want to know about that. How's that going? You better now that you're BFFs again?
It's almost like it was explained in another movie.
They give you a sort of awkward side look that they kind of like look at each other, then look back to you.
And she just smiles, real big smile.
Gottlieb will say, shifty. Yes, one potential word choice for it. I think Newton and I are perfectly agreeable working on professional terms yet again. And then this is my game and I can do whatever I want. Newton grabs him by the lapels and pulls him in and kisses him. And pushes him back and says, perfectly professional.
Oh,
100%.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad we could do this. I'm so glad we could reunite.
Gottlieb is frazzled and blinks for a moment and then turns to you and says, they'll never believe you.
Oh, I wasn't going to tell anyone, I promise. You guys we're cool. Don't worry. But can you hand me that tool over there to your left?
And reach over and hand you like a comically large like torch flare. Yeah.
Back up a little bit.
As sparks begin to fly, literal and metaphorical.
I love it. Thank you, Hen.
Yeah, this is my world, bitch.
I'll make kiss whoever want to kiss.
Moving on from our little fan service here. Who is next? Alex, Spawn?
Here's the thing, audience. I don't have a Jaeger anymore. I don't have a mech anymore. I have to have a new mech.
Ben's actually just going to run around by himself now with a 9mm firing shots off it. Yeah.
It'll be like the multiplayer in Star Fox 64.
Yeah. Amara would invite him to be in her mech, but It's full. Jake's in here.
That feels like
Jake's in there.
that feels like I'm like, hey, do you want a room together on the band trip? And you're like, oh, sorry, I already got a roommate.
Sorry, I already have a roommate.
Jake already kind of asked me.
Jake's in there.
Sorry. Every time we say that, all I can think about is the Adventure Time clip where he's like, I've been meaning to ask what's in your pocket. Oh, Jake's in there.
Yeah. But so we've done a little bit of this work off mic, audience, just to let you in on the secrets. So I think that my downtime action should mostly be, let's get me a new mech. But I think how that's going to manifest is a get connected.
Ooh.
And I'm going to sort of walk into this room. I'm always imagining that we're in that room that has the little hollow table in the middle and the computers on the background. That's the only room in the Shatterdome in my mind. Is the mech hangar in that room. That's it.
It's the most important one. It's maybe the only one Bond spends time in. We've seen Alex in the training room and we've seen Amara in the engineering bay. But to Bond, this is the only one.
Bed,
yeah.
I always thought he would hang out in like the kitchenette or something.
There is a kitchen. There are multiple kitchen scenes in this film, actually.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're going to do, because I walk into this room where Newt is. And I bet you this is the first time I've been in a room alone, or not alone, but in the same room with Newt since, the trailer.
You walk into the room and having just walked in, you're at the door. And Newt turns around and looks at you, and there is I was going to say audible, but there is like a visible like chill in the air of just like, oh God.
Oh, so you all know, huh? All right. Hey, Newt. Let's go get a sandwich, huh? Public place.
Is that code in any way, shape, or form for killing me?
That's why we go into a public place, Newt.
To kill me?
I want to make sure there's witnesses.
We're gonna go to the mess, Newt. It's gonna be fine.
Alrighty.
Like I slap a hand on his back, and we
he fully like jumps.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Awesome.
All right, so we're in the mess.
Mm-hmm.
I did indeed get a sandwich. I'm assuming I can get a sandwich. I was trying to think of like a food that you could probably get at a military mess, and a sandwich has got to be one of them.
What kind of sandwich?
Easy.
I do like a BLT in real life. Ben does. I love a BLT. I don't eat a lot of them because bacon's real bad for you. But yeah, I might get one. Bond's living it up now. So he's like, yeah. All right. Yeah, I tried to shoot you. I thought I would have if, my buddy Alex hadn't stopped me.
I just waved you across the room.
How did he hear that?
Oh, we're always on Bluetooth with each other.
Yeah.
Great.
And I go, yeah, I've actually decided I'm not going to do that. I've sort of decided that I should live and I should have a life recently. That's like a new thing with me. So I think if I did that, I would probably go to jail like forever, even if you deserved it. And I'm just not going to do it. So instead, I'm going to ask for your help. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to maybe like make up for some of the things you've done. And I'm going to tell you that the things you've done with your life are real bad. They're real evil. They mean that you should die, that you deserve to die. I'm just not going to be the one to do it. So I need a new mech. And we can get my buddy Amara to help us, of course, because she's real greasy, She can go up to her elbows into stuff and knows what she's doing. I don't really know what I'm doing.
She does.
I know how to pilot the thing, but I'm really not much of them.
Bluetooth,
baby. I got the Bluetooth in my hand. Yes. But I've got a...
Hey, by the way, I'm still on this line.
Yeah, I know. You're my other best friend. Do you not want to be on the line? You don't want to be on the best friend's Bluetooth call?
Of course I do.
Okay. I know I am sort of assuming that you'll help me, but...
Of course, Fawn. I would be happy to. Yeah, of course.
Well, this is where you come in, Newt, because we don't got a lot of time, but we've got a lot of, well, frankly, valuable resources currently rotting in the sun on the Shatterdome, the big tarmac out there. And I think maybe with your help and Amara's help, we can maybe come up with something fun for me to pilot. You think we could?
before he responds, he just goes through a number of facial emotions. He puts a finger up like he's going to say something, then he puts it back down, and then he starts to like, well,
that's several times.
Yeah. No, well, okay.
There you go. Yeah. Now, your success in this venture is not contingent on whether or not you've, made up for the things you've done. That's actually kind of just up to you. I'm no longer going to pass a judgment on that. So don't feel bad. Don't get any performance anxiety over this. I'm not going to shoot you if you don't make me a cool mech, okay? That's not what's going to happen here.
Thank you, I think.
You're welcome. No, you should. You should say thank you.
Well.
How
about...
I'm actually doing you quite a favor here.
Great. I'm so glad. Point me towards the mechs?
Well, they're in the big hangar there with all the robots.
Okay, then I'm going to go that way.
Yeah. Amara, can you meet him there?
Yeah, I'll meet you there, buddy.
I actually don't think you'll need me for this. I'm going to go lie down a little bit. Amara, you okay? You seem a little nervous.
Nope.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm not nervous.
Thank you, friend.
No problem.
I'm
friend.
sure I'm glad I know you, Amara. It's a pleasure to know you.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to sign off the Bluetooth conversation just a little while. All right. Goodbye. Bloop.
Okay, bye.
Ben, we will have you roll here. This is a get connected roll. So if you've got any applicable triggers for that you feel might apply to the situation, go ahead and let me know.
I don't.
Your success here is not a matter of whether or not you can build this mech or even how long it takes or anything like that.
I was about to say, I did already before we started recording, like, make a whole build there, and are you just going to be like, oh, deleted?
Roll, and however bad it is, I will subtract points from your mech. No.
Yeah, do it.
This is about how well that discussion impacted Newt specifically, which could be a benefit to you.
Hen! Boy, I sure like that. If it hopped out of the little rolling tray, does it count?
Do you want it to count or not?
That's not what I asked, Hen.
If it is a legible number, I will typically take it.
It's a 13.
A 13. That's a success. We see a small montage of Newt ordering some additional engineers around, and then not really knowing exactly what to say, and Amara stepping up to kind of like, he means this component, you need to move it over here and such. We see Newt pulling on some long rubber gloves and like grinning wickedly as he just sets about like pulling like kaiju components out of these two drones. There's a shot where inexplicably lightning flashes in the background as he holds up a large kaiju tendon and laughs, and then it zooms out and we see that like a lightning weapon on one of the Jaegers has misfired and it wasn't lightning in the background at all.
That's good.
There's a scorch mark across the side of the Shatterdome. And
sorry, I was testing a new weapon.
But surely, as time continues to tick downward, you, with Amara's help and Newt's help, assemble a new mech from the components of the drones that have been lying around and, probably more importantly, the prior remains of the Halcyon Vapor.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about what the new mech looks like?
I want to keep a little bit under my hat, but yeah. So I would say like one arm of it is like the remaining armor from Halcyon Vapor. I no longer think my best days are behind me, so Halcyon Vapor is no more. And I think this one is like, it's a little rounder than the other Jaegers are. You know, Jaegers are kind of sleek. They have big Bruce Timm chests, but I think this one is maybe, it's still kind of stocky. It's not as, I don't think it's as big, right? I'm down to a size 1 now, right?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. So like the armor on it is kind of like, yeah, it's like rounder. I don't know how else to say rounder.
Yeah, there's some, like you were saying, you've borrowed some of that additional armor plating. It looks very sturdy is what it looks like. Perhaps a remnant of having built or piloted those sturdier Jaegers.
There are no visible organic components.
But for now, you have a functional Jaeger. It's going to be a little different. The cockpit is a strange amalgam of salvaged interiors from older mechs they have lying around. A handful of like cables kind of droop from the ceiling a little haphazardly, but you're assured they're in place and should be functional. And then the rigging that you connect into as the pilot is taken straight from the Halcyon Vapor. A little beat up, but functional overall.
Hey, I need a name for this thing. Originally, I was just going to make it like I was going to go back to Infinity Horse, but I don't think we're going to do that anymore. Alex, do you have your list?
I've been looking for it. I cannot find it. It was in a notebook that I had by here, and then I changed my whole setup.
Oh no!
How
many do you have off the top of your dome?
I can remember Cyber Tim, but I don't think I want Cyber Tim.
Cyber Tim!
Dude,
I can only remember Space
Cyber Tim.
Human. So.
Well, I also remember Tallahassee
Space Human,
Rim King.
Don't do that one.
Yeah. It's almost good. It's the problem.
Cyber Tim is the one.
I'm not doing Cyber Tim.
Hi. Space Cumin. I remember that one.
What about Space Tim or Cyber Cumin? CC for short.
Ooh, Cyber Cumin.
Because I'm spicy.
What about Frankencrime?
You could go
Fucking Frankencrime? I'm going to be Frankencrime.
Frankencrime.
Am I allowed to have one that, like, it has to be 2 words, surely, but...
Franken is a whole
Typically
word.
it is 2 words.
Wisdom from Jensie's mouth.
Franken is a whole word.
Franken is a whole word. Frankencrime it is.
We're straight up franking it.
That's it. It is 1 word, but it's like it has to be entered into the computer as Frankencrime. Like it technically is 2 words, but it's 1 word.
Yeah.
Stylistically, it's 1.
Put up alongside like Cherno Alpha. It's like it has to be. Yeah. Okay. Frankencrime is entered into the Jaeger database with a sort of all of the Jaegers for some reason, I guess because it's cool as fuck, I don't know. But in this world, all the Jaegers have a sort of silhouetted image that they have in the computer system. Every time in the films, they pull up like one of the Jaegers' designation. There's like its name and designation, what mark it is, and then like a cool little hero portrait, next to it. So yours is added, kind of put haphazardly alongside it, this nice little weirdly framed amalgamation of pieces that is your new Jaeger. And additionally, you know that the project being offered this sort of olive branch to Newton, this kind of like, you know what, I think I've worked through some stuff and you clearly need to work through some stuff too, but at the very least, I'm not going to shoot you when you turn your back on me, has left some tangible mark on him.
Hey, it's Ben. Let's take a little break, huh? I got some things to tell you. Because so many people help us make this show and I want to make sure that everyone gets credit, I sometimes forget to talk about my own stuff, and I forgot to announce this. But you can now get Flops, the TTRPG I made that's based on doing what we do here at Roleplay Retcon, remaking a movie that lets you down. It's kind of a hybrid TTRPG and like Jackboxy game. It guides you through choosing a movie and figuring out what worked and what didn't. And you choose a class that has some abilities and you can use those as you go through your new story. You can buy it on my itch.io store, Benjamin Gray, or you can subscribe to the executive producer tier on our Patreon. It's $15 on Itch and $10 a month to be an executive producer on Patreon, and you get a lot of extra perks like bonus episodes, behind the scenes stuff. So do what you will with that math. Our guest GM for this series is Hen, also known as I Write Robots in all the good corners of the internet. Hen's a science fiction writer, and you can find his work at iwriterobots.com. And he's also a host on the Vorthos Cast, the officially unofficial podcast about Magic the Gathering, story, and lore. Hen also likes to make a TTRPG for you every once in a while, and he's got a new game called Wired, Tired, Fired, which is a comedy game about trying to make it through a shift of work by taking drugs but pretending to be sober. I have not played it yet, but I have looked through it, and it's pretty funny, and I've been sitting at a table with Hen for a few months, so I feel pretty good about endorsing it. You can find all of this in the episode description. I've got links to all of this. I'll link to all of this in the episode notes. The soundtrack for this series features Behold, which is spelled with a slash between B and hold. The track up top of this episode is called Uprising, and it's an original piece we commissioned for the series. The rest of the music is from his back catalog. Some of it was made for My First Dungeon, a very good actual play podcast. And some of it is from his latest album, Where They Landed, which is a concept album that combines like spooky sci-fi vibes with Appalachian folk music. You can find all his music on YouTube, Bandcamp, and a bunch of other places. Just Google Behold. Or you can find him on social media as Behold Your Fate. Roleplay Retcon is part of the One Shot Network, which has lots of great shows. You can now hear the entirety of my run on the What Am I Rolling podcast, where me and host Fiona and Zad from Game Woven and Jeff from System Mastery play Worldwide Wrestling.
Pick either a number between 1 and 10 or roll for it, and I will tell you what the advert your wrestler has been forced to get into, and then I want you to describe that advert for me. Books, a D1, a D10, or pick a number between 1 and 10.
I rolled a 1.
Amazing. Sports drink.
I don't play many sports, except for the one I'm famous for playing, obviously. But I am around a lot of dusty, dry pages that dehydrate me terribly. So I drink, and I gotta, let's see, what's a hilarious name for a sports drink? It would be, I drink Thirst Buster, available in blue and red flavors. Really? Not a fruit? No, it just says blue and red. All right. And I'm going to try the red one right now. And I drink it. And I have to like pretend it's good, and it's not good.
No, yeah, you just go, oh my, and it cuts at the end.
yeah. And now I'm smiling, and it's like obvious that, but my eyes are still like a little red. It's obvious that it like.
Yeah, it's stung. Like, it was like almost like doing the cinnamon challenge. It was that sort of. That's
I'm hydrated again. Thirst Buster.
The blue one tastes like orange anyway.
All right, that's all I got. Back to the episode.
Okay, Hen, we've talked a little bit about what I want to do
Yeah.
previously, and now I'll tell the listeners who probably want to hear it.
Whoa, and me?
I mean, you were there too.
Oh.
Alex walks himself down to the R&D department, research and development, where no doubt our skilled scientists and engineers have been taking apart and researching the big chainsaw sword that came off of whatever its name was. Obsidian Fury.
Obsidian Fury.
I remembered it. I remembered it the same time you did.
I thought it was really funny because like you were also briefly Obsidian Rush, right?
Yeah. And so I want to kick in the doors. Bam. I go, all right, science nerds.
So many lab coats just like slowly turn to the door.
You know what we're up against, and what I need is for this. I assume it's a big chainsaw that's just taking up the entire room.
There are little lab stations out and about. Some people are crammed in a corner, micropipetting some stuff. This multi-million-dollar military facility, for some reason, has this one little like classroom lab. Don't ask questions. And then, yeah, like deconstructed in the center of this table is like part chainsaw, part sword, all kick-ass weapon that is just like got the mechanical gore of its form splayed across the table here, with like several different like techs, mechanics, scientists, all kind of like humming and hawing over it.
Yeah. So I need this, and I point to the conveniently placed window that just frames my mech in the background. On that.
Yeah, the sun glints off your mech through the window. And they're like, how is it doing that? There's a lens flare.
A bird flies by.
Yes. Yes. And does not hit the mech as it wings.
It doesn't hit the mech.
I'll just never live that down, will I?
Yeah, one of the head scientists kind of takes her goggles off and says, well, Alex, pilot, cadet. It's incredible that you ask us for this right now because it happens to be ready to go. But I think the robot master is probably going to make you roll for it anyway.
I mean, probably, right?
Of course.
And that's why I'm going to inspire them.
Oh!
With my lead and inspire. Like, I know that you work hard. You're the unsung heroes of this whole establishment. Without you, we can't get out there and do our job. And right now, I need every inch of your muscle and brain power to assemble this onto my mech so we can go out there and kick some ass. Are you with me?
There's like a moment of silence, and then they're all kind of like, yeah. One of the scientists in the back of the room is like, is this the guy that voiced those ads? We all got those recruitment ads, right? Like, is that what?
Yeah, I like it. I like that Alex's idea of being an inspiring leader is to just glaze everyone up.
The same tech who spoke to you before is like, sure. Damn, yeah, you're right. And I am really hot and sexy too. And smart.
You really spoke to one person.
And they're all like, sir, hey, you heard the cadet. We need to get this going. Alex, what do you want to, you got any applicable triggers here?
Lead and inspire. That's an 18.
Oh,
You're
whoa.
All right.
A turkey. He's a turkey.
Oh, look at that face.
It can't be because I failed every one of these checks I've ever tried to do in the past.
They mobilize quickly. So many people in lab coats that definitely shouldn't be operating heavy machinery as this weapon is retrofitted onto your mech. So you'll need to keep track of those weapon statistics yourself. But if you would like to equip it, just make sure you unequip a main weapon mount that you're already using.
2d6 kinetic. Heck yeah, Ken.
It's 2d6 kinetic. And then it has the overkill.
I said Ken because I got excited.
And you also said well, you also just said kinetic, so.
Yeah.
It's got the overkill tag, which if you're unfamiliar, just means when you're rolling damage, if you roll any ones,
it does.
Yeah. Yeah,
my segment knives do the same thing.
Yes, and the weapon becomes additive. The damage becomes additive.
Thanks, Han. Thanks, scientists. Thanks, nerd scientists.
Yeah, they're completely out of place here. There are just like suddenly like so many scientists like standing in the engineering bay, and they're all like, "Yes, sir!" Simultaneously in unison, and they all cheer. And one of them says, "Around for everyone!" And they all cheer again. Yeah. Quietly, one of the scientists in the back, the same one as before, who was like, "Is that the recruiting guy?" goes, "We haven't won yet. You guys know that, right?" And they all go, "Hey!" He goes, "Okay."
I turn to him and I say, "We will now."
Oh. Do
you want to get like a drink sometime? I don't know. That's silly.
He kind of tucks his hair behind his ear. There's that lead and inspire.
Heck yeah. And I didn't have to spend 3 actions to get a cool weapon.
I was playing by the rules, Alex, and it was cool.
You all have your new and old Jaegers attached to the helicarriers that typically take these things places, and you are booking it overtime. The countdown is ticking down further and further. You've managed to get your downtime actions done in maybe just an hour or so, we'll say, of simultaneously working between each other, conversations that don't take more than a couple of minutes, that kind of thing. One thing is certain, you probably aren't going to get there in time for the completion of whatever this event is, but Gottlieb and Newt assure you that whatever it is they have figured out how to do, at the very least should be able to put a stop to what is going on. We cut briefly to, as you are all flying, you take the jet. You've got Newt and Gottlieb in the jet with you. They kind of hold the massive jar of this kaiju with a number of neurodes. There are kind of like 2 headsets that are connected to it almost as at the same time, as well as a sort of a variety of like plug-in cables that they are carrying with it. You all fly off towards China at hypersonic speeds, really. And we cut briefly back towards an open missile silo in the ground, somewhere in the Siberian not quite tundra, but it's pretty close, as a number of these rocket pods continue to begin to raise up out of the ground and prepare for launch. Ew. Hours later, after exhausting amount of travel time, you all land in China. You've got a number of hours before your mechs, your Jaegers, will arrive, as they are in a much slower form of transport. But you find immediately that there is a small amount of chaos happening. News channels everywhere are reporting several random kaijus have begun to sprung up in the area. There are alerts going out for several different countries simultaneously. Jaegers are being mobilized, but being found to be offline or otherwise just in disrepair. And those Shao Corporation drones seem to be standing up to be a sort of line of defense. It's very odd. In a number of places, they are kind of like standing combat ready. As you can see, there are a number of missiles streaking through the sky.
Are we at the corporation, or we're just somewhere in China?
You guys could get there pretty quickly. You're at the, we'll say, Shanghai, because I believe it is in Shanghai, airport.
We are currently my favorite Jimmy Buffett album. Somewhere over China.
So we need to get to that base. What's the fastest way we can get to that base? We don't need to wait for our mechs, right? We need to just get there and get these two scientists and this head in a jar inside that building. Sorry, it's not a head. I'm so sorry. Lila, her name?
Yeah.
So sorry. We need to get you two and Lila inside that base. Stat.
Yeah, they are kind of like fumbling with wires as you say this. And Gottlieb says, yes, someone get us a car.
Will do. And I go to get a car.
Okay. There are people outside on the street. There are a number of taxi drivers. There are buses. There are people waiting for loved ones to exit the airport.
I start yelling at them in full English. Give me your car.
Sure. A Chinese man squints at you and says, 你需要什么?
Car. I go this, and I go beep, beep.
Sure. Give me a roll for this.
Let's see. Do I have any applicable skills?
因为我知道我们的 listeners 不知道我可以说中文，但是我觉得你们不需要 I don't know that you need to know that, but if there are Chinese listeners, hi.
Hi. There aren't.
You're the coolest of us, Ken.
Nah.
There will be now.
There are Australian listeners, though, so
yes, yes.
Hen, I'm gonna attempt to pull rank on a strange Chinese man that I don't know.
Why not?
I got a 17.
A 17, yeah. I think you're in military fatigues. I think having this private jet, this military-grade jet land down on the tarmac here, and all of you kind of get out and begin immediately running towards the highways is enough. That they're kind of all going to back off a little bit here. You've got a car.
I give him $20 American dollars.
Great. Yeah, absolutely.
But we're not in America. Like, we live in Australia.
Okay. Doesn't mean I don't have $20 American dollars on me, Ben.
Fine, you're the only one from Australia.
All of the Shatterdome we're all in is like near Sydney, Australia.
It's in the ocean,
That doesn't mean that we're from
Don't
there.
you know how the ocean works? Come on, Ben.
You're right. Alex should be handing him several sand dollars.
Yeah, that's how the ocean works,
That's how
Ben.
the ocean works.
Sand
That's how the ocean works.
That's how the ocean... It's like you don't even know who Poseidon is.
Get a trident.
That's how the ocean works.
Well, real fans call him Neptune, but okay.
You commandeer a car and you begin to pile into this car and take off down the streets. They are busy. They are full of people getting out of cars and running away. Huh?
Does it have seat warmers?
Roll just a d20 for me.
Hen, I would like to remind you we are in the future.
Nat 20.
And really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Somehow miraculously, it's like a 2010 I don't know breeds of car.
2010, huh?
Something. Yeah, I can't do breeds of car and I can't do makes of dog. Two things I will never be able to get down. It's
I thought they were genres of dog.
I just realized I described this car as being a 2010 and we are in the year 2035. This is an old ass car.
It's an old car there.
And miraculously, the interior somehow has limousine level accommodations. There is a cooler in the center that has cold drinks in it. There's very clearly like a price tag. Yeah, there's very clearly like a price tag on all the drinks that's just ignored.
We're all climbing in, and I'm like, I didn't know you spoke Chinese, Alex.
Me neither.
The Chinese man shakes his head and goes, Meiguoren, which will be a joke just for me.
Yeah. Who knows what vile shit you're saying to us in Chinese that we'll never understand?
Why would he ever say vile shit
Because he could get
twice?
away with it, Jensie.
He's the robot master. He loves us.
I know very few swears in Chinese, but I like to use them anyway.
Which ones are they?
Did you just?
I won't be educating anyone here.
You don't even know, like,
they're pretty heinous.
like a damn, like a light one that you can say on TV.
I quite enjoy tamada, which is like damn it all.
I say tomato, but you say tamada.
Your car is very fancy on the interior. There are drinks in here. There are seat warmers. It is very hot, and yet there are seat warmers anyway. The AC is crisp. You all, having being given this car, having pulled rank. Commandeered is a perfect word for it, yes. Having commandeered this car, you weave your way in between traffic, completely ignoring road rules, completely ignoring speed limits, and manage to find your way down towards the center of Shanghai here, towards the Shao Corporation. It's hard to miss. Massive, pristine white building with deep blue windows going all up the sides. This like glass piece of spiraling technology and architecture with a massive radio signal tower on the top that I'm sure isn't relevant at all. You pull up, the car screeches to a stop as you kind of slam yourself up against the curb here and survey the scene. There are a number of armed guards that stand out the front. They wear dark shades, dark suits, and you can see that they kind of brandish what is very clearly some firepower at their hips. Whatever you do next, you'll need to plan your attack carefully as you've all arrived here at potentially your final destination.
Remake of Pacific Rim Uprising is directed by I Write Robots, with Jensie as Amara Namani, Alex Blasius as Alex Blasius, and Benjamin Gray as Bon Joyega. The soundtrack for this series features Behold. Our logo is by Jeanette Blasius.
Roleplay Retcon is produced by Two Fish in a Jug and is part of the One Shot Network.
Bye, kisses.